Greetings, everyone. Greetings. Sorry for the delay. I had to get myself situated and present correctly, like a lady, not with my self-exposed. Oh. Hello, everybody. My beautiful flowers, aren't they pretty? Look at that. They're not real. They are artificial. The only thing in my house here that's artificial. Everything else here, well, I'm real, and I live in a real world. But anyway. Oh. Oh, look at this hair. Oh. My hair grows like so fast. So fast. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Very fortunate, very fortunate. And my nails too and everything. That's why I look a lot younger than what I am. It's ethnic too. When you're mixed, you're mixture, and you're not of the Caucasian race with thin skin. We age better. Us mixed race, black and brown people, we age better. Most of us do. Providing if you take care of yourself. But so now, as I've spoken about different things, what occurred after my husband died with this property stuff, that was an illegal conveyance. But you see, now the time has lapsed, but I made the reports with the Darling troopers and the sheriff. It'll all be part of my book. But it is very unfortunate when when people grow up in an environment where they see infidelity, they see their mom with a boyfriend when their father is working. It just sets off it sets off a signal that it's okay to be sneaky and do underhanded things. So, the apple didn't fall far from the tree, you understand, as far as being sneaky. And then also, too, like I had mentioned, he came in with the whole, some people, they just have like, we all have journals, we all have stories, well, some people have libraries. And, he came into the marriage, everything was a lie. Every single thing was a lie. The only thing that was true was his name and the work that he did. Everything else about him was a lie. So, when you experience, when you see nothing but lies and people doing stuff underhanded, then you also acquire that skill set. You understand? It's like a genetic thing that happens. So, I guess between whatever happened where the kid was seeing the mother with the boyfriend, and whatever happened with my husband with his family, who knows? He shared about a couple things, But people that do stuff like that, well, they're very lost. They're lost individuals, and karma doesn't like when you're dishonest with people. Karma does not like that. So in the karmic realm, the cycle will repeat. You understand? It's going to repeat. And that's too bad. That's unfortunate. But then, like I said, when you come from that kind of an environment where all you see is everything, you see your mom being sneaky, um, you, I guess you get a skill set, like you develop that mentality to be like, oh, okay, well, I could do whatever I want. And my parents did it, my mom did it. So there you have it. But, you know, people, like I cannot emphasize it enough. Whoever you meet, do a complete background check. Do a complete background check so you know everything. Because had I have done that, I would have gotten out of the relationship. Like, I wouldn't have even married him. I would have been like, you know what? But then again, like, I went into the Edith mode. Like, oh, Archie, okay, everything will be all right. But, trying to make the best of something because, well, I signed my name on the dotted line. I do, and, well, there you have it. But, like I said, the time has passed. The time has expired. But karma will remember you, little one. He will remember you. And, so people that do stuff like that, they have no luck. They have zero luck. And, like I said, my husband came into the relationship. Everything was a lie. Every single thing was a lie. The only thing that was honest was what he did for work and his name. Everything else was a lie. Well, when you have to hide who you are, that's a skill set that you develop. You understand? I wrote a poem. I'd rather be hit with a bag of shit than to be lied to with flowers and chocolate dip. And that is 100%. So, for anyone in a situation with someone who you find out later on that they've been lying or they've been sketchy, look for the exit. Really look for the exit. Come to that conclusion to say, you know what, I got to cut this cord and I got to count my losses and keep on moving. Then if you're married, well, then you got to take it to the legal step. And I regret that I didn't go through my divorce. I really regret that because, well, I just regret it because it was just, I have become Edith. I have become, all right, everything will be all right. All right, Archie. A lot of women do that. Women will give a man a pass. And they'll go to the, okay, well, I'll forgive you for this lie. Okay. And then you go to that cycle. But once somebody lies to you, that's all you're going to get. Because anything that they say to you, you're going to, and this is how, I was always like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Like, I remember one time back at band camp, one time, I went to Florida. I had to take care of stuff there, and I flew back into JFK, and he was working out there, and so he knew, and I had been, calling him, texting him. All right, I'll be there. I was waiting for 2 freaking hours at the airport, and we finally got there. So what happened? Oh, I got lost. You got lost. This man had maps. He had maps of all the 5 boroughs. He knew where to go. He was very accurate with maps. He was very good mathematically. He got lost. Okay. That was the stacks. There were stacks. One lie. And that's a disorder. That is a disorder. When somebody always lies to you, it's a mental health disorder. And so when you see that, when you see your mom running around with her boyfriend when your father's at work, and then whatever the kids saw with my husband, it's no good. It's no good. So for parents, or whether you marry your common law, if you're gonna be doing stuff that's sneaky, like with somebody else, don't involve your kid. Don't involve your children, because that creates a mindset for your kid to be like, okay, well, mom was sneaky, dad was sneaky, now I can do stuff like that. It comes back. And obviously it came back. Because when I was trying to retrieve my stuff to get it back, I was met with, oh, F you. So the karma is going to say F you, F you, F you, and going to continue to say F you. That's just how life works out. See, now I had picked up this parcel of land out in Pennsylvania. Like I said, even after this craziness, I was still thinking like, oh, oh, oh. Yeah, shalom to you too, brother or sister. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Rahmatullahi barakatuh. Uh, I was still thinking like, okay, I'll be close to my in-laws. Edith, 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 wake the F up. And then what I was going to do, I still had hope. I figured maybe this kid would come around. I was going to put the deed to his grandson, for his grandson to have it. I would have paid the taxes, and then his son would have had it, his grandson. But no, no, no. So, listen, the moral of my story is don't extend yourself to people. Do not extend yourself to anyone unless they are reciprocal to you. Like when we moved here, like I had said, trying to do stuff here, it was like, it's not my house, it's your house. And then go. But again, Edith kicked in, the Edith mindset. Oh, gee, everything's going to be okay. Women, don't do that. Don't do what I did. Don't do what I did. That's my advice. Don't do it. And even for men. Men get caught up in relationships and, things are going like they're on the rocky side, and then, the woman will be like, oh, I will never do that again. Oh, I'm sorry, it was a misunderstanding. Oh, I'll be honest. They ain't gonna be honest. They're worried about themselves and what their needs are. They're not worried about you. So, but other than that, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and it's not Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. It's my neighborhood. It's a good day. People are so sketchy. Yeah, in New York State law, there's 50K. 50K if there's no estate, no will, and that's how it goes. So, listen, karma, and genetics play a big part of it, and also that YT, because they'll do stuff and get away with it, and the cops will give them a little pat on the wrist, or sometimes they don't even give them a pat on the wrist, because when I call the police and show them everything, like I said, had he been black or brown, they would have made sure. But this is how they play. You see what's going on now. There's a $70 billion budget for ICE. Our healthcare is a shithole. Our food sources are shit. Gasoline is going to continue to rise because there will be no agreement with Iran. You know what? There will be no agreement with Iran. And when there does come an agreement, the amount of loss that has occurred because of this now 4-month unnecessary war, we're screwed. Literally, we are screwed, people. And it's a sad state. It's a sad state of affairs. So, but this comes down to who we have in office, people that do stuff that he's been doing, right? And I'll say this for all you Trump supporters, if I were you, I would never go into an ethnic restaurant if I were you. Honestly, I wouldn't. Because a lot of people that are working in these restaurants, they're like, ugh, these people, you might get a little something extra in your food. You really might. And, when you vote for someone that you know is a racist clown, and you stand behind that, then, whatever comes your way is going to come your way. And it's happening now. Lots of foreclosures. Bankruptcies up the wazoo. People have stopped any people that were selling their properties, that they withdrew. They don't, because they're going to lose money. And it's going to take a long time for the economy to try to normalize, but that's going to be down the road. That'll be down the road. This person. Who is this person? No subscribers. Shalom, shalom to you. Free Palestine. Shalom, shalom. And Judaism is not the same as what's happening in Israeli. Not at all, not at all. Because the real Jews that are the faith of Judaism, you cause no harm to others. You cause no harm to others. So these are settlers that are doing this. This is a maniacal group of people, sadistic group of people, and I just keep saying, like praying, where's God? Where's God? Where's God? Yeah, so with that, Netanyahu, he's going to be elected out of office in October, and the people in Israel, they want the war to stop too. Because the people, because you live in a state, doesn't mean you have to be about what that state is, you know? But it's a sick world we're in. It's a sick world, people. Totally sick, totally sick. And I say to people, be honest, do the right thing. Because if you can't do the right thing, don't do nothing at all. Because if you're gonna be like a situation I got in, you know, karma remembers. Karma does not like when you're not correct with people. And well, like I said, you come from a background like that where you're seeing infidelity and you're a little kid. Then you get in your mindset, I can do what I want. It's all right. Don't worry. It's okay. You know, and that's sick. That's a sick thing to do. You know, so the way the kid is, well, look at the tree. Look at the tree. And for that tree, you know what? The tree is tainted, very much so. Very much so. Now I understand why he always said, I have no luck, I have no luck. Well, karmic debt and things that haven't been done correctly to others, that's what happens. That's what happens. Like there was I had talked about, I had a PO against him because he had threatened to B blank R N a car down inside the house. And then after something happened with my son, and then I had contacted him and he was like, well, you know, do you want it? And I was like, well, it's up to you. You want? So anyway, he came back and well, I should have been like, okay, you know what? You stay where you are. I got this. I'll handle it. But I didn't. So anyhow, he had these tanks in the house. These big, I don't know what they were. And I had asked him for like over a year, could you please get these out of the house? Could you please get these out of the house? Because in the back of my mind, I was thinking like, what does this guy want to do? Because sneaky, dishonest, like this on the phone. Like, if I'd walk in the room, I'd be like, she's coming, bye. One time, this is a vile thing that he did. We were sitting back there. I have a back room. We used to hang out there and watch TV. I look over, and he's looking at porno, but they weren't grown women. You understand? Yeah, vile. And then I oh my God. I should have that's when I should, but then me, eat it. Oh, okay. Oh, I won't do that again. Eat it. That became my name during the course of my marriage. Edith Bunker. Believing a freaking habitual liar. Oh, well, you know, when you live like that, you shorten your longevity. And you don't take care of yourself, you shorten your longevity. So there you have it. And then the worst was, this family of his, they tried to blame me. Right. you don't take care of your health. You're smoking 2 packs of Black and Mild. One pack contained 4 of these cigars. That's equivalent to a full pack of cigarettes. So he was smoking 2 of those a day, probably drinking about 10 cups of coffee a day, not eating healthy, running himself ragged. There you have it. There you have it. So when your wife tells you, after you grab your chest, let's go, let's go, let's go, you argue with your wife because you always have to be in control. And then your wife tells you again, let's go to the hospital, let's go, let's go. No, no, no. Okay, so I just keep checking on him. And then, well, when I checked on him to wake him up, well, he was not to be woken. And that's what happens. So, genetics and the shit that you learn is going to determine your longevity. That's 1,000%. So again, if you're being dishonest with someone, you're being dishonest with people for your advantage, trust and believe the window of opportunity for you gets smaller and smaller and smaller. You know what? So, oh, and the best was trying to recoup money back from this son of his. Filed a police report. It's all in my book. That's all in my book. The second book. It's like, holy shit. I refer to that point, that time in my life, as I was Rosemary's Baby. You know the story of the movie Rosemary's Baby, where she was lied to. She was lied to. That was me. I was Rosemary's Baby, Edith Bunker. That was who I was. But here I am. I survived, right? I survived. And the trauma that it caused, well, you know what? It'll pass. It'll pass. And for those who, the family who brought it to me, well, you got to live with your own stuff. You got to live with your own stuff. Yep. Trust and believe my ancestors will have their foot on your neck on the karmic level. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. So when things don't go well for you and things go south, consider it karma. Consider it karma for my ancestors. Yep. How do you go into? I guess it's not difficult to get into a relationship and lie to the person that you married because you need to get yourself grounded because you were so irresponsible with the way you were living. So you do something like that, you get yourself grounded, and then you just carry on like as if you're pretending to be in a marriage. That's it. It was a pretend. The whole thing was a pretend. So, well, you know, in heaven, when you're in heaven, you don't have to lie. You don't have to lie, and you know, because once you pass on, well, there's no need to lie. There's no need to lie. I don't know how that all works out. I guess I'll find out whenever it's my time. But I do believe in reincarnation. I believe in that. And well, hopefully in his reincarnate state, the new being will be honest and have integrity. Maybe he'll come back as a bird, maybe he'll come back as a frog or a dog, or come back in the spirit of another person. But, yeah. Oh, crazy. Crazy. But I'm still here, I'm still standing. Damn Skippy. Still here, I'm still standing. Crazy people. But anyway. My hair is duly unruly. It's kind of fooly. It's wild. But other than that, today's a nice day. It's nice and cool here. Mild. Temperature's mild. Yes, it is. But anyway, I will be back. I always have a lot to say. And you too. I do not want AI-generated videos. How you show the clips, I do not want that. So I have to look on my account to see if there's a way to prevent that, where I can block that from coming on, because I don't want to deal with artificial intelligence. I know it's the way of the world now, and I know that all of these ABC companies, that this is what you're all doing, because you have created a society that does not require humans any further, because our skills are not needed. They're really not. You can actually, through AI, you can subscribe to AI and have all this other stuff. Oh, speaking of which, anyone who used Grok, there's an active lawsuit going on, because what Grok has done, I believe it's all these apps, plenty of them, where they've taken people's images and children's images, and they have distorted them to be inappropriate. All right. I can't say the word, but they have distorted the images. You can more or less surmise what I'm saying. Distorted the images to be inappropriate images. This is the world we're living in. I believe that with these apps, they have it set up where you can see direct, like you can see that you could just see the person in their entire human flesh without any garments on. I believe that. This is where we are. This is our sick society. Very sick society we're living in, everyone. And it continues to become sicker by the day. Sicker by the day. Like the same thing with all these luxury brands, these high-end luxury brands. Where do you think all that money comes from? Private equity? Where does that come from? A lot of dark money. A lot of dark money. Money that is, let's put it this way. For all the mining, stones and minerals and all that, you know who's doing that? Little children. Children as young as like 3 years old working in the mines in the Congo. Oh, and another thing for our genocide politicians, that would be Kathy Genocide Hochul, Chuck Genocide Schumer, Tish Genocide James, each and every one of you, Eric Genocide Adams, Andrew Genocide Cuomo, all of y'all who marched in that parade while you're waving, holding that flag. Are you thinking? Obviously you're not. But you realize all the carnage that has occurred, right? For you to walk and smile holding that flag, there's a place for all of you. There's a place for all of you, and it's way below. It's way below. Yep. Disgusting people, disgusting society, disgusting, absolutely. But anyway, everybody have a great day. I'll be back. And anybody watch that? I didn't watch it, but just watching the clips. How vile and disgusting. A UFC fight on the lawn of the White House. Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah. This is where we are. This is where we are. Unreal. Disgusting, disgusting, disgusting. Everybody have a good one. I'll be back. Till next time. Bye. Stay safe and well. Remember, always do the right thing, because we're all being watched. Bye.